Clap, clap, clap. It is 14 UTC, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another match in Abstraction Cup quarterfinals now. We're entering mid-game. I think the first few matches in the losers bracket have been played out. They were pretty exciting, but I feel like those two would not be as exciting as this one. This is gonna be another losers bracket match between Cosmic Princess Kaguya featuring April and up against the Sound of Leyo featuring Soundy and Yellow. These two teams have performed one of the most insane scores that we've seen in round of 16. And between the two, Leyo blue team can have done exceptionally well rice scores, whereas the red team has done insane LN scores. So between these two teams, it's going to be such a fierce fight. So it's going to be a very exciting one, I would assume. And of course, I'm not going to be the only one commentating today. Alongside me is Paturages. Say hello.
Hi. Welcome to another match in the infamous 6-7 of June weekend.
It's not yet,
yes,
actually.
it is the 6-7 weekend, as one would notice on the Twitters. I literally saw a post earlier like saying, welcome to the 6-7 weekend. It's literally the one 6-7 weekend in a while, yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, because today is 6th, it's a Saturday, and then tomorrow is 7th.
Yes, today is the 6th to the 7th.
Let's
of the
go.
weekend.
Yeah, this is gonna be quite an interesting week.
Yes, indeed. I do think we already have like all the. I don't know if we got like all of the Protect expansion picks, but they seem to have been pretty active in the chat so far. So let's see.
Do you think Leyo protected Rice 5, whereas Kaguya protected LN2, which I think is fair. I think for this matchup, it is pretty much a full-on textbook LN versus hybrid match. I mean, hybrid LNs. LN versus Rice, what am I saying? But yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like the sound of Leyo, I mean...
Lego.
Sorry. I feel like the Sound of Leyo is like a specifically very rice-oriented team, which is partly why they got that like seed 26, and they did so well so far up to round of 16. I feel like that's like that orientation that brought them here right now in quarterfinals. Cosmic Princess Kaguya, like on the other hand, is pretty much more like all-rounded team, especially by the hands of who is a pretty good player in their own respect, especially like very all-rounded.
Yeah, that's definitely true. I think in terms of upper hands, I think blue team is going to be having that Rice game going on. I think we did see Yellow getting not 1, not 2, but 3 top 1 scores in round of 16. If you look at the statistics, their accuracy is pretty much immaculate, but in the map much more difficult, in like this one, chokes can happen very easily. And if I believe April, being the Rice player of Cosmic Princess Kaguya, if April hopefully find accuracy drop off of Yellow, that could be a breakpoint as well. But same goes for the other way around. I think has also been a little bit inconsistent in some of the LN picks, finding numerous misses in some of the maps. So if Soundy can try to take advantage of that, that's also a breakpoint possible for the Sound of Leyo. So.
Yeah, that pretty much explains the first pick from Sound of Leyo right now, which is Rice number 3, the stamina pick. So this is going to be a 3-minute long, 250 BPM, I guess, consistency / stamina test. I feel like in quarterfinals, especially by the hands of those two teams, I feel like this is more going to be a consistency test rather than a stamina one. I feel like physicality-wise, Abril and Yellow are perfectly able to handle this.
Yeah, I think a lot of the times in matchups like this, it's just gonna be good kind of mental strength that these two has to have. The consistency that you require to hit these 3-minute dense jump stream sections is not the easiest task, per se.
Yeah, I do feel like if the physicality is not the problem, the difficult parts of this map are going to be centered around the transitions and how like this map kind of switches representation in and out. So basically choke points.
Yeah, that's true. There's a lot of kind of transition-y patterns in this middle, Sam and a Fig. Some of the little burst and jag patterns that can be quite detrimental if you do find misses there. So here we go, the fight between the two gods, basically. Let's take a look at Rice Free. You're gonna be seeing Yeah coming in first, and Yellow coming in for blue team.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be Avril going in, but it is indeed Yeah going in to for Cosmic Princess Kaguya, and also Yellow for Sonic Leyo.
It's gonna be, oh my god, game back to 9 point. Wow.
Well, this 1v1 is actually hilarious because they're battling at the very top of the scoring system. Basically 99.98 versus 99.96. Oh, that's an accuracy drop from Yeah.
I think for these kind of insane matchups, it's gonna be like such a nail fighting situation. Look at that. You see, you drop like not even a 200, just a rush of perfects is already giving the lead. Like so far, I don't even know if that was a great or not, but nonetheless, 9.92 from Yeah right now. Cannot beat Yellow's 9.95 so far. It's like a 0.03 accuracy difference though. Score is staying at under 1,000.
Yeah, it all coming. It's all coming down to whoever gets the greater accuracy and like consistency overall. I do feel like Yeah had the upper hand in terms of ratio and perhaps can catch up to Yellow in terms of accuracy in the long run. But I do feel like those 200s does right now, as of now, as health of the map has elapsed, is right now giving the advantage to Yellow.
Yeah, gaining accuracy there in these more like truly breakcore section, all these like 1-8 bursts are gonna be coming in play, but Yellow showing no difficulty on that, actually still holding 9.95, but so does Yeah, staying at 9.93, gaining accuracy from beginning. This is, oh man, this is what I mean. One mistake, and that mistake can be a simple rush of 300s, and you know, that score can be shrunk down to nothing.
Yeah, absolutely. We saw some slight late hits from Yellow, but all of those were within the hit window to keep the 300 count in control. So right now, the accuracy from Yellow is just absolutely pristine. Probably on the V1SS right now, but the accuracy is actually getting closer between the two players as Yeah is actually catching up to the ratio.
Yeah, this is what I mean by it's just a small rush of 300s. This ending section is a little bit difficult, the amount of density here. Both players holding same accuracy, it's 0.01 difference. This ending section can be very chokeable, and dude! We are starting off insane.
It's coming down to 362 points, and people literally battling on the 998k region.
What are we seeing? No.
You just are able to lose with a 998k in quarterfinals. That's how it is. Both of the players got a 1-200. It's all coming down to ratio. Literally 25 300.
What is more scary, getting under 100 perfects on this one and losing this point with 998k?
So this is the first pick. This is the first pick from the Sound of Leyo. It was not safe at all. It was so not safe. So I don't know how the rest of the match is going to go.
This is what I mean by saying this match is going to be probably the most exciting one. It has to be one of the most exciting ones, if not the most. Because look at that. I don't even... Okay. Let's take a look at the LN hybrid side though. I would assume Cosmic Princess Kaguya to be opting for one of the LNs maybe.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be either LN or hybrid. Kind of depends on which maps seem comfortable to them.
Yeah, maybe? Starting off, maybe not the Protect, because they did Protect LN2. Maybe LN1? I think LN1 could be a safe pick for them.
Yeah, it kind of depends on how the Sound of Leyo is performing on the LN, but I do feel like any LN pick should be safe. Granted,
Okay, what?
Granted, Cosmic Princess Kaguya is consistent on them, but they're opting for Rice actually, and I don't know if I like this pick because as close as Rice 3 was, how is Rice 2 going to be?
I might be seeing some vision here, actually. This might be actually this could be a smart pick for Red Team, I'm not gonna lie. I know it's risky because obviously they're not gonna win this one, but I think this is where they're trying to use the free player rule.
Yeah, that's also what I'm thinking because, yeah, it's definitely going to... I feel like between the two players from Cosmic Princess Kaguya, it's... Wait, but yeah, it's playing still. So I don't really get it. Like, no players have changed here, so I'm a bit puzzled as to how the three-player strategy is going into play here.
My guess is they want to pick Rice, try to exhaust Rice Pool as soon as possible, because chances are the Sound of Leyo is gonna pick a Rice on every single pick anyways. So the next one you just have to get Avril to play one of the Rice that blue team is gonna pick. And after that, if red team can pick another Rice and they have to force a player switch. Is that their plan?
So maybe they're trying to corner the other team, but the other team might also pick into something that could play, and then the Uno reverse card is kind of there to pick.
Well, this is interesting.
Right now it's really interesting because it's like the exact same meta as Rise number 3. People, those two exact same players are playing the exact same way as they did for Rise number 3. It's just that the pick is faster and much shorter.
Yeah, this map is only 85 seconds long. You blink, see, look at that, the map's already almost over. Yellow is having the accuracy gain right now. If Sound of Leyo does win this one, this is a breakpoint for them. This is a very interesting choice for Red Team, I would say. But
yeah, I don't know.
This is a breakpoint, but then this is the second map that Yellow has played. If Blue Team does pick Rice again, then Yellow plays, and after that, it's a forced player switch, and Red Team can force a player switch on that one, and they can try to take as many Rice off of the board as possible. That might be the strategy.
Maybe.
Okay, but like, why do we have 997k on this map though? All things considered, I couldn't.
Yeah, well, 2v1 SS is like across the lobby. Really, I think it's pretty normal. I think it's pretty much expected. Going from what we saw in Rise number 3. It's just a bit lower scores because the pick is literally just 13 BPM higher and just a bit more erratic, I would say. Oh, they're picking into hybrid now.
Okay, now we are just... What are we doing? We're doing a lot of different strategies now, completely defying what I kind of predicted in the beginning.
Yeah, honestly, I'm just a little bit lost because yeah, right now the sound of Leyo is picking into Hybrid 2 to switch to Soundy. The Cosmic Princess Kaguya is going to switch out.
I don't think so. I do think April is the Rice player. It's the Rice main.
Oh yeah,
I
so
think-
they're keeping Abril for their next pick because the next pick is going to Cosmic Princess Kaguya, and that pick is under the control, and so Abril can pretty much pick what they want.
Yeah, with this
Essentially.
kind of in mind, this is okay. I was talking about how Cosmic Princess Kaguya might be trying to exhaust the Rice pick, but there's one flaw in that strategy is we all assume that the Sound of Leyo is picking Rice on this one, and well, that got countered pretty easily. Now it's Hybrid to be picked by blue team, so now it is that's having the third map played in this one.
Yeah, so I'm thinking on this one, on paper at least, yeah, does have the advantage here. So maybe is able to get that breakpoint back. But the question remains, how is the next pick going to go? Oh, so they're considering the switch then. Oh, they're considering
never
the switch
mind.
for the hybrid, okay. Okay. So it's gonna play a little bit differently than we just said.
Another counter to whatever blue team strategy is now. They're
Yeah, I
not
don't
gonna
know.
let Yag play. Oh, this is gonna be like big brain 200 IQ, 5 million IQ plays between the two. It's just gonna be fun.
Yeah, as commentators, we can only guess what the competitors' strategies are, and wow, that's a miss.
Ooh, that's a miss, but that's a miss back already.
What?
Seems like both players struggling immediately on the non-elements, but a
that's
second
another-
miss from Soundy. Oh god.
What is?
A complete change of trend compared to the Rice picks. In Rice picks, we see absolute perfection, and now we've seen 3 misses in the first 30 seconds. This is interesting.
Yeah, I feel like we're going from a 99.9 region battle to kind of a damage control one between the two other players, I would say. Abril,
Oh god.
just evening out the field here, dropping both accuracy and combo, and giving the advantage to Soundy for now.
Yeah, map consists of a lot of these kind of shield patterns at 170 BPM. Understandable to miss a lot on this one. So I feel like with the consistency that they're having right now, there's a lot of misses happening. That's possible. That's a miss from Soundy, but accuracy. Oh, they're having the exact same accuracy. Actually, 2 misses versus 3. Score rate is slowly shrinking to April as Soundy is below that combo cap, but a miss fighting back from April. Back and forth misses. This is scary for anyone. Another one from April.
Yeah, the advantage is to the Sounded player right now towards the Soundy as Abril drops below 99%, drops some crucial accuracy and combo here. It will take Soundy a lot to get back to the level of Abril.
Oh, there's constant misses for April. That's unfortunate there. These kind of shoots are just making them struggle a lot on these patterns. They're only at 1 quarter way in, the 23k score lead. It's pretty substantial now. Soundy would have to miss quite a bunch for this lead to even shrink halfway.
Yeah, I kind of wonder whether putting Abril on this pick was sound or not.
That's true.
I wonder what kind of score could have gotten on this one.
Yeah, I do feel like if you had played this, even if it means a forced player switch, I definitely think could get that upper hand on this pick alone. But I guess they're foreseeing more stuff in the future that I could not predict. But this one seems to be quite an easy win for Soundy.
Yeah, honestly, pretty good run from Soundy, all things considered. Like, tripped towards the beginning here, perhaps because of initial nerves, but got the flow state going and got a pretty decent combo in the second half, all the way throughout. Ending up with a 970k. 970k is a pretty decent on this map. I feel like a lot of players have found Hybrid 2 to be pretty hard. I guess the hybrid and LN pools have been found to be pretty hard starting quarterfinals because we are scaling this one round higher than NWC.
Yeah, as you can see, Aero definitely not having the best time comboing this map, more misses than grades, whereas Soundy does get 12 less misses. Obviously, that's gonna give them the third points. 3-0. This is not the best start you want to see for the side of Cosmic Princess Kaguya, but can they try to push away some of the pressure out by picking another Elwyn, whereas would be the one playing instead? Because there's still much more plays that can be implemented here.
Yeah, because like right now Cosmic Princess Kaguya is their backs are against the wall right now. They're being led 3-0. Getting upset in terms of seeding, that is. So they definitely have the capabilities to fight back against this, to make a comeback. The question is how.
The question is indeed how. I mean, we haven't seen the techie rice picks, so maybe anticipating for that one, but I think a safer pick. I still think it's LNs. I know they just lost on Hybrid 2, but it was Avril playing instead of I do believe Ya's LN capabilities is much, much higher, and I mean much, much higher. So, LN,
they gotta play
something.
around. Yeah, they gotta play around the player dynamic here. So definitely a lot of strategizing, a lot more strategizing than straight 1v1 tournaments is coming into play here.
They are not picking. They are really thinking about this crew now.
Yeah, because right now they are being led 3-0, so they really should start thinking about what they're doing.
Yeah, that's true. I thought it would be more straightforward to pick one of the LNs, but I guess they're trying to figure out something. Yo, internet broke. Wait, oh, GG.
Oh, no. So maybe that's why. Okay, so maybe that's why wasn't playing before.
Oops.
Oh, so that's pretty interesting information, albeit a little bit disappointing in terms of meta. It does make strategizing a lot more difficult.
I mean, they've took their sweet time, so I would once again predict an LN pick. And yep, there's the LN pick.
They're going with the May, so probably the most straightforward LN pick. We're gonna have to see how the Sound of Leyo is faring on the straightforward picks, though. Usually the straightforward LN picks are the riskiest because they are the easiest to handle from typically physical teams.
Hope no more connection issues. Indeed, this map, say it's 2 minutes, but there is absolutely zero breaks in this one, so gonna be quite a big test of consistency between the two. We are gonna be seeing coming in. Finally, the LN main is gonna be here. Soundy staying in for LN2 in this one. This is Cosmic Princess Kaguya's Protect LN2. Let's take a look.
Yeah, I do feel like the Son of Leyo has a lot more has a lot more strategic power right now, especially since they're 3 points up. So right now they're kind of elapsing Soundy's LN capabilities, and they're probably going to go back to Rice. to let Yellow steamroll, I would say, the rice pool. That was a miss from Soundy, but nothing really lost, I would say, because yeah is triumphing on this pick right now.
99.81 only makes me question more about their Rice 2 pick earlier. 99.79x so far, 9.8 gaining that one. Showing no fear in any of these patterns' density. Some of these density patterns include a lot of longer LNs, like you see here. It does kind of add up to that finger control factor, not by much, but still. There's without any breaks in this entire map, it makes any sudden change of patterns very difficult, but yeah, just showing absolute consistency so far.
Yeah, they're most definitely Dan 6.
Yeah, 10k score lead. This, unless like a no lock happens, I don't think anything interesting is gonna happen. 10k lead, I think this just pretty much goes to Team Red.
Yeah, it's a pretty short pick, all things considered, so I don't expect a lot of things to change, except if something explodes in the ending, but that's not going to be the case.
Wow.
Yeah, almost escaping the 990k in the ending here, dropping from 99.75-ish to 99.69. Pretty nice, but all things considered, dropped a fair amount of 200s in the ending, so that might be the spike point in terms of difficulty.
Yeah, for sure. Endless density kind of drawback happens. It was enough for though. MA getting 990k on this is pretty impressive. Soundy almost getting an FC, also very commendable work, but the ratio and break count definitely not there for and that 2 slider breaks are not gonna help. Okay, Rice 5 gonna be chosen now.
Yep. The song choice is pretty let down, pretty chill, but the map is not chill.
Oh, it definitely isn't.
It is very abrasive, very chokeable, very Dark Star core, very FFR core, I would say. So apparently Yellow is side treating this, so it's gonna be most likely pretty dangerous. I don't know if has much more information about this, but it might be a window of opportunity to get the breakpoints.
Yeah, it is a absolute must for Red Team to take a breakpoint back to even have a chance to compete in the tiebreaker potentially, or maybe take even more breakpoints to try to take a comeback. But whether or not that's gonna happen, it's gonna be up to the two. This map, it consists of a lot of weird bursts, and I mean weird bursts. One misread, you die, basically.
Yeah, right now the map hasn't even started, and both of the players have been playing pretty much mirror to each other in terms of accuracy. It's fair to say that both of those players have pretty much almost the exact same ratio capability as we saw on Rice number 3 and number 2. That's an accuracy drop coming from right now, so Yellow is going to start with the lead.
Yeah, a little bit of extra. I mean, to be fair, those bursts are very hard to act correctly. Like, look at these weird abrasive bursts, man. Yeah, not doing the best at it. I mean, 9.7, 9.8 is still insane there. But Yellow.
Oof. Oh, yeah.
No.
That's some early hits coming from right now.
Oh.
No combo breaks right now. It is still possible that Yellow can catch something really, really terrible in the second half. But right now, it is not looking so... it is not looking so hot for, right now.
Yeah. 9.5, comboing the full combo. Dropping some accuracies here and there in those bursts. I mean, like, anyone should be dropping accuracy in these bursts, man. All these Z maps are so easy to drop, and Yellow just disproving that fact at all. 99.89. We are only 2/3 of the way in. Yeah, drops even lower accuracy.
Yeah, the only window, like the only sign of vulnerability coming for Yellow is just straight up dropping from below 99.9, and that's about it. They're just at 99.89 here, just not dropping anything on allegedly a sight read.
If this is a sight read, I swear to God. And okay, finally, that miss from is probably gonna seal the deal. Unfortunately for them, finding a second one is not gonna help. These final bursts probably hitting their stamina limit. This map doesn't really stop at all, pretty much. But you no C26.
Yep.
Yep.
995k, 995.8. Very good ratio. Very good 200 counts as well. Very good burst management as a whole. Yellow is just crushing this.
C20s. Oh, huh. Right.
Apparently, this is not a side read. It is a PB, so that implies knowledge. That implies prior knowledge.
Yeah. What are you? Okay. Sorry, I'm a little bit speechless, but that's okay. 4-1. This is quite a shaky position for Cosmic Princess Kaguya, though.
Yeah, I do feel like Cosmic Princess Kaguya has been a pretty all-rounded team up to round of 16, but quarterfinals is where things start to scale a bit much compared to the difficulty of qualifiers. Some of the maps from qualifiers are starting to be actually easier than the mainstay of the quarterfinals pool. And this is where the sound of Leyo, who is noticeably Rise-oriented, is shining right now.
Yeah, I think Cosmic Princess Kaguya had to try to catch quite a mistake from Yellow in one of the rice picks for them to even have a chance to come back. This is gonna be their own pick though, so obviously they're gonna be trying to get a win on LNs, which is 100%, or not 100%, it's like very much possible. We did see having much higher ground when it compares to these LN consistency, accuracy type of things compared to Soundy, who is gonna be coming in for this Castella timing hell kind of LN1.
Okay, so Abriel's probably gonna switch in at some point, probably in the next pick or so.
Oh yeah, it is third map to play again. Yeah, it is. Is it? Yeah, it is. Might not be the best sign for that as well, but here we go. We do see having the upper ground so far, 9.9. Soundy dropping a little bit of accuracy early on 9.4.
Yeah, but they do have to last all 3 minutes and 35 seconds. It's probably gonna be draining, stamina quite a bit. They are going to have some amount of time to rest after this pick, however. Oh, that's a drop, and that's a trade.
That's a drop, and that's your trade. Soundy's miss was much more dirty though. 9.1 now, still holding 9.8 despite the miss. This only shows how perfect accuracy is on the LN side of things.
Yeah, pretty interesting, all things considered, because I do think that it's probably going to hold the advantage based on accuracy alone. So it does have like I would say 3 or 4 misses of buffer. However, that will dwindle down as Soundy catches up in terms of accuracy. And if actually chain misses a bit more, then that's going to give the advantage to Soundy as we're seeing right now.
Yeah, some of that mental game being coming in his head now. The thought of needing to be perfect might be too much of them. That's a miss back from Soundy, so yeah, still holding that score lead back now. The accuracy advantage is still on the side of Yab. 2,000 score lead right now as Soundy finds a drop there. I feel like... Okay, another one though, so yeah, it's gonna be getting away as Soundy finds a couple more misses there.
Yeah, I do feel like is a bit more consistent throughout. I feel like Soundy is playing damage control, and it's just playing just nerve management, and I would say like I would say like between the two players, it's different kinds of damage control, and it's pretty interesting to watch, to be honest.
Yeah, is showing that accuracy game being in play. I think miscount right now is probably similar as Soundy did find drops there, so right now, for the most part, it is, that's having the combo and accuracy advantage so far. 10k lead almost. This map doesn't really stop. The release factor keeps on coming. You have to be so consistent that Soundy finding a drop there is going to extend the lead.
Yeah, one thing that will be interesting to compare is the max combo between the two players. I do feel like Soundy has managed to build up a greater combo than in the middle of the map, but in the end, does have much better raw accuracy, and that's what giving them the 20,000 point lead right now.
Yeah, just absolutely insane accuracy on the side of Cosmic Princess Kaguya there with 4 or 5 misses, still managing that 99.7 accuracy range is absolutely insane. And yeah, I mean, okay, it's not 5 misses, but it's a couple more slider breaks other than the 2 misses. Whereas Soundy's accuracy and combo, or miscount overall, is definitely much worse. Second point for Cosmic Princess Kaguya, still looking for a breakpoint.
Okay, so the combo was actually much greater on Yes part. Actually held the combo much better. I would say in the first third of the map, Soundy did catch a fair amount of misses, especially in the second half, as the map itself is pretty stamina intensive.
Oh god, we're picking by 7. Oh god.
Oh, that's very daring. That's very.
I mean, daring but fair. We've seen Yellow showing zero fear on any of the rice picks.
Yeah, because Soundy played just now, so Yellow is free to come in and take it.
I think, wait, can Ye play this one?
I'm not sure actually.
He's switching.
Yeah, Avril's gonna have to take this one. So
can Cosmic Princess Kaguya take the breakpoint in this one? That's the question. There is a very infamous long jack in the middle. That part is probably the easiest to choke, but is that even gonna happen is the question. It might just come down to that one long jack, but other than that, there's still so many more techie dumpy bursts in this whole 3-minute map.
It's gonna be pretty interesting to watch, because right now the Santa Leyo has the occasion to go to match point, and if you go to match point, you pretty much guarantee at least a tiebreaker, because the other team has to also reach 5 points, and by reaching 5-5, you go into a tiebreaker. So yeah, it would be a very good position to reach. One.
For sure. Can the South Leyo hold on and get that match point that they have been really wanting for, or is Cosmic Princess Kaguya gonna be denying that for now? Gonna be seeing Abro coming in for Rice up against Yellow, and with this little bit of a calm start, we are gonna be going into our burst very soon. And here we go.
Yeah, also worth noting that this map is one of the longest 3 minutes and 44 seconds. It'll be a doozy for both of them, definitely.
Right now, it is Yellow who's having the accuracy lead. I think that's normal. So we're dropping below the 9.7 range, but this map is very, very easy to miss in just a single misread. A column lock is awaiting.
Yellow is just in control. Just has been in control this entire match in terms of rice control.
Yeah, Abro not holding the highest act there could be. Yellow's having that. Oh, that miss from Abro is going to give Yellow that lead now. 7,000, 8,000, 9,000 even as Abro drops more accuracy following that miss there. We're not even only halfway. That's a second miss is found from Abro. It's 13k lead. This might be that cushion that Yellow was wanting, but this middle section is what I've been talking about. The trills, 1/3 trills followed up by the impossible long jack. Are they going to be able to hold that one?
Yeah, pretty curious to see how they handle it.
This is very scary. All you have to do is one mistake. That 16k can go back to nothing if you miss that entire trill. And oh my god.
Okay, Yellow, well, both of the players actually handle it in terms of combo. Yellow does drop some accuracy though, so it's not impossible to, it's definitely not impossible to scrape Yellow, at least in terms of accuracy.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like there's not much map left in this one. Abro has to be so perfect in this final section and hope for quite a large drop from Yellow, or else this is going to be their 5th point to take. 19k going towards 20k as Abro tries to hold on. This final section is their last hope, but that ray of hope is very, very slim. I'm not too confident on the score being able to shrink back down to 0.
Yeah, Yellow about to set an actually insane score on Rice 7 right now. If this is a full combo with 99.84% accuracy, this is going to be a pretty high score.
Dude, okay, the map is basically over. I don't think there's enough time for Abro to come get the win back here. Yellow gaining accuracy back to 99.85. Please, dude. Please. Please. Please, bro.
To 200s.
What are you doing? I'm going insane after this.
Yeah, the pools are not hard enough for the sound of Leyo, apparently. Yeah, it's apparently not hard enough for Yellow, and Yellow apparently scales like a madman on this type of pool. Looking forward to see what they dish out on semifinals, because the maps are only going to get harder and harder. But where's the limit, really? Where's the limit?
It only gives quite a good lesson for Cosmic Princess Kaguya and possibly the future opponents to never pick Rice against this team. I feel like the one mistake that Cosmic Princess Kaguya did was picking Rice 2.
Yeah, their first
Without
pick
that,
going
they
Rice 2
would've been a tie.
is like question mark. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. The match point, they have Sound of Leyo getting the 5th point here. It's giving Red Team quite a lot of pressure now. Chances might be slim. The only map that's left is Rice 1 and Rice 4 for the Rice pool. Assuming that Sound of Leyo is going to be picking one of them, Cosmic Princess Kaguya has to win that one, as well as the remaining 2 other LN hybrid picks that they are probably going to be opting for. They have to be perfect here, winning 4 points in a row, and in the TB, they have to be doing this to get the win back to even survive in this tournament.
Yeah, I would say this is a pretty hard task to be asking from Cosmic Princess Kaguya. especially since Rise 1 is remaining. Rise 1 is probably going to be the next pick coming from the Son of Leyo. Probably the safest one, as Rise number 4 is the Jack-oriented map. And Jack is kind of a skill set of itself.
That's true. You have to see what they are going to be opting for. Let's see what Cosmic Princess Kaguya is going to be trying to go for as well on this one. I would assume LN free. Maybe? If they have been winning the LNs.
Yeah, I would say it's probably the safest pick between...
And did disconnect again? Please.
Yeah, because it's most likely going to play like either an LN or a hybrid pick, and probably going to be fighting Soundy on that one. Oh, yeah, he's back. Yeah, he's back.
Hi, yeah. Hello. So, okay, so here's the dilemma, right? Let's assume that Cosmic Princess Kaguya wins all the remaining free maps. If plays all free, Abril has to play TV because the free play rule does apply. There's no exceptions for TV.
Yeah, pretty much. Abril has to be able to win a pick, but which one?
Yeah, the question is which one? Because Yellow's Rice accuracy is it even beatable? Oh man,
a lot of questions to be asked, but right now we are going into LN3, so I would say yeah, is playing this one. Sound is definitely playing this one.
Maybe? Yeah, I think it's gonna be getting in. Yeah, I'm looking at the chat right now. Oh my god, at least I get to play all the L1s today. Let's go. The L1 pool in this one are very interesting in my opinion. I was in the showcase, right? This map has basically zero releases at the same time. That's fun.
Yeah, even if you join, there are 17 people and there are 17 releases you have to take care of at the same time.
Yes. This map has every release in the world. You have to be so controlled in all the patterns in this whole map. With how dumpy and patterns there is. I would say it's gonna be having the upper ground here once again, hopefully taking the third point. But if they want to even take a peek of surviving in the quarterfinals second round, they would have to win a breakpoint still. Why are we lagging? Okay. Not the brightest start for the side of Soundy there, but I mean, it's just the intro. 9.6 so far, is holding pretty much perfect accuracy.
Yeah, I do feel like has the greater release control out of the two players, so it's definitely going to go to on paper at least for now as we are going through the intro. But it all remains to be seen whether the other patterns are going to make choke as we've seen before.
Yeah, the amount of control needed in this map is pretty high, and definitely has that in their hands right now. 99.88 still, but so does Soundy, holding a very solid 99.6 FC so far. This map's about 2.5 minutes long, but that miss from Soundy is going to give that accuracy score lead now.
Yeah, definitely a comfortable cushion for to be working with. In terms of getting this point, this potential third point for Cosmic Princess Kaguya. They just need 4 more to catch back up, including the tiebreaker.
Yeah, that's not the easiest task to ask though. 9.87 still. On this one, on the other hand, is just chilling. 9.87 is absolutely insane. Like, why? What are we doing?
Somebody is actually recovering pretty well, almost catching up to 99.5. Definitely someone who's consistent enough to be holding their own in a quarterfinals LN/hybrid pool. But I do wonder how long it is gonna last for this kind of player, especially going into semifinals. The imbalance between Rice and LN and hybrid is only gonna get greater as we go throughout the rounds.
Yeah, for sure. That final miss from Sandy probably seals the deal. And I mean, properly, I mean, definitely 25k for yeah. 99.81 is absolutely bonkers, bro. Like, hello?
That is a clean run. That is a clean run coming
Two,
from
200. Yes, this game is crazy. What are we doing, guys?
Well, it is
Guys.
37, so it's like okay, but still,
Yeah, but still.
a pretty good score considering the map that is. Props to Sandy for getting a 9. Wait for it. No, I'm not gonna do it. No, I'm not gonna.
No.
But should I do
No.
it? It's like the one weekend. It's like the one weekend when I can do it.
It is the
like
one
6-7
weekend.
It's like the 6-7 weekend. So
It is
we
the
have to pull out the 6-7, bro. Like a casual 6-7 on a 6-7 weekend.
So true. Not gonna be seeing Rice 4, it's Rice 1 pick. I think it's fair. Because we've seen Red Team being struggling a lot more on the more speedy side of things. I think if there's a map that's closest to Rice 5 and 7 between Rice 1 and Rice 4, it has to be Rice 1. Rice 4 being just a simple Jack pick.
Mm-hmm.
But wow, Rice 1 includes a lot of speed and bursty patterns.
Yeah, honestly, that was pretty much the only logical pick coming from this on the player. It's just very, very obvious.
Yeah, has to be able to win this one. They have to win this one to stay alive in this tournament. This is quite a lot of pressure for Cosmic Princess Kaguya if they do want to win this one. But Yellow, on the other hand, is still staying at staying absolute consistent accuracies throughout this whole match. Like, I don't even know what to say.
Well, the one hope for Cosmic Princess Kaguya is having a really good run, probably going to aim for a high accuracy full combo, and also simultaneously hoping for a few chokes, either accuracy chokes or combo chokes coming from Yellow. That is definitely possible, though. It's definitely happened, but Yellow has been very, very consistent throughout this whole match.
Yeah, the possibility of taking a breakpoint may not be high, but right now it is ESS having the accuracy lead, but not by much. And these kind of speed patterns do kind of come in now as we do see players start to hopefully, I mean, I would assume accuracy drops to appear, but right now both players holding perfect accuracy. It is Yellow that's going to be the first one to drop below the 9.9 range, but it is going to be also followed by yes accuracy as Yellow gains it back.
Yeah, right now both players are definitely on the same trend of accuracy in subtly different ways, I would say. Coming from the top and Yellow coming from the bottom. Yellow, I would say Yellow is on paper at least a lot more stable than it's probably gonna come down to just trying to maintain a good trend on this pick in particular. We are coming into the exact halfway point with a slight advantage coming from Yellow.
Yeah, that's slight advantage being 315 as we saw in between the LNs. But we're gonna go back in very soon. As some of these short elements now come in, I wonder if Yellow's gonna drop accuracy on that. They didn't. So is gonna be able to take this one? Is the question. The accuracies are almost the same, off by 0.01%. All we need is a rush of. Okay, now it's at the exact same accuracy range.
Yep.
This is
all
scary.
hinges on this last quarter, on this last section. Can grab the 4th point to go into the last pick of the match before the potential tiebreaker?
This part is where the Jack count come in. These graces are gonna be scary. That's accuracy drops from
Oh, that hurts. That's not what I needed. No, the nail in the coffin.
These kind of Jacks up here, I knew the graces are gonna be difficult. And gonna be the one falling as a victim of that. Those kind of Jack patterns are gonna be quite unexpected, like I said in the showcase. And that happened on the side of while Yellow is gaining accuracy. Wait, no, they didn't. But staying at the 9.87 range is gonna be seeing them pull off a 9,000 towards 10,000 score as we enter the final section of this map. And with a 995,940. A V1 double S, they're gonna be taking the 6 and the final point.
Yep. Yellow is just too consistent, unfortunately.
They got 995 or above on everything. Let that sink in.
Yellow, man. I think
C26?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, it all comes to show that starting quarterfinals, the seedings don't really matter. It's just kind of how your team is built and how it scales compared to the pools that matters the most.
In an alternate universe where Cosmic Princess Kaguya did not pick Rise 2 and continued their Elwen reign, maybe the TV would have been seen. But unfortunately for that, that's not going to be in this universe. It's going to be the Sound of Leyo taking a seed upset. I mean, is it really a seed upset when your scores are like this? I don't really know, but C26 is going to go on in the second round of quarterfinals versus bracket. This is crazy. This is such a crazy match.
Yeah, I gotta wonder how the next match is going to be. I don't know if we have enough information in the bracket to kind of figure this out.
I mean, let's take a look. We can always take a look.
Yeah, we can always take a look.
They are gonna be against either Miku, Logic, Pain S Plus, or Dragons, which will be determined in around 1 hour at 16 UTC today.
Oh, so it continues. The day just continues.
The day just continues, indeed. So, the clash of the two strongest teams one of the strongest teams in the losers bracket, in my opinion, is gonna close off here. The Sound of Leyo showing absolute rice accuracy consistency there from the side of Yellow. Gonna be the one taking the points that they needed to go on. But unfortunately for Cosmic Princess Kaguya, they are gonna be eliminated from this tournament, getting top 24, I believe, losing in round 1 of quarterfinals.
Yeah, all things considered a pretty good run, but it is pretty darning that this kind of team is actually falling in quarterfinals. Many other teams, many other strong teams are going to fall this weekend. It's going to fall prey to many other good players. I do want to say Miku Logic Paint S Plus versus Dragons is scheduled to be on 16 UTC rather than 15 as you are seeing on the screen.
I thought 16. I thought I said 16. Whatever, it's fine.
Yeah. Well, it's fine.
It's 16.
The match is in 1 hour. In any case, exactly 1 hour from now.
Yeah. So, I don't know what I said now, but stay tuned for that one, I guess, if it's gonna be streamed. But that's gonna be about it for this match. Once again, GG's to both, all the 4 players. They have all done an exceptional job. I mean, my mind has been blown 50 million times today. So that's gonna be about it for me here.
Yeah, nothing much else to say except see you for the next match of the 6-7 weekend.
Bye bye.